friends. Welcome to, oh, it's so sad, to the last stream of Dragon Age. Our stream journey of Dragon Age is now complete after today. We are going to finish the game. We got about halfway through Trespasser on Tuesday. And we are about to finish it. We are about to bring Artemis's story to a close. And we will pick it back up. Well, not pick Artemis' story back up. We'll pick up the Dragon Age story when Dreadwolf comes out, and we'll actually play it the way I would play it. So you'll get my blind reactions to everything. I'll probably have 2 files going at once, honestly. The worlds, well, I don't know, because I have 2 different worlds. Honestly, we'll probably play it twice. I'm gonna load up my personal. I'm just gonna turn my camera and talk to you guys. And I'm also sitting like a gremlin, so please excuse that. But it's just comfortable for me right now. Oh no, everything's up and too high, and I'm short. Okay, maybe that's better. Hello. If everything would focus yourself. Bring yourself to attention, please. Turn off autofocus. I hate that stuff. Thank you. Apply. God. Every time I turn OBS off, it's like, oh, autofocus? Let's use that. Oh, I have this on. Oops. Don't need that anymore. I was in Discord with some friends before this. But anyway, we are finishing Dragon Age today. When we do Dreadwolf, what will happen is we will do my personal world state first, and then we'll play through it again, and then we'll play with the stream world state, which is what the 3 games we've played together. But yeah, we are gonna just kind of jump right into it. I actually haven't even loaded the game up. I don't know why I turned autofocus off, and it's like, hey, you remember me? Do you remember me? I don't know what its deal is. Okay, what are you doing? Stop. Ah! Hold on. It's being funky. Hold on. I love when it's funky. Hello. You know what? We're just gonna... Okay, there we go. Maybe that'll fix it. Anyway, no, it's still being weird. OBS, I'm done with you right now. You're getting on my nerves today. I really don't appreciate it. Hello. Please, OBS. OBS. Focus. There we go. Are you done? Okay. We're back in business now. All right. Okay, so last time we left off, we were in the library in the Fade, technically. Almost hit new game. We're about to start all over. Yeah, so we are in the Fade. We are currently using the we talked to a spirit of knowledge, and they had a panic attack. They were like, everything's missing. It's missing, missing, missing. We found Sandal's private diary while we were in there. What was he doing there? I don't know. Because he just said enchantment a lot. Yes, we're in the courtyard, the shattered library. We are probably going to read a lot.
Did you notice? Your anchor is flaring up near magic. Elven magic.
It doesn't hurt when I cast spells. What's causing this?
I'm not sure. Tell us if it gets worse.
Virdirthara, a flowering imago. The pages of this book, Memory, describe an immensely tall, immensely graceful vine that flowers with the heat of a copper sunset and has blossoms as large as ponds, petals as long as man, and scents puffing out like a citron in sky and carrion death. The day the last of the vine's folds, spent and extinct, the creator of this memory weeps, and after recording the flower's sights and sounds enters Euthenera. Treasure this thought, for it was the last of its kind, and so much more than the last. There's 2 supply caches here. Oh look, more reading. Virdirthara, attentive listeners. Shows a solemn group of elves in an amphitheater of living wood, entire trees grown into seats and stairs for the listeners to recline on. 2 other elves and a spirit of learning are seeking in turn on ways to bend the properties of the material world when casting spells. At the end, the spirit, with the air of a senior lecturer, floats forward and blooms in a surprisingly deep voice. The unchanging world is delicate. Spells of power invite disaster and annihilation. The unchanging world is stubborn. The pull of the earth fiercely resists making fire run like water or stone rise like mist. The unchanging world rings with its own harmony. Listen with fearless hearts, and great works will unfold. Duel of 100 Years. Shows a narrow plateau on top of a mountain. 2 armored figures, one in gold, one in black, are fighting in the snow. Steel flickers so fast the air hums. Blood dots the ground. They do not stop for breath. The one in black makes no sound as a blade parts his throat. Mythal, in her wisdom, interceded in an argument between Elgar'nan and Falon Din. With clever words, she convinced them to settle their grievance through battle of their champions. Elgar'nan and Falon Din agreed and set their champions against each other rather than declare war among the gods. May those nights long be remembered and Mythal's wisdom praised. Oh, there's no book there? Birds of Fancy. Describe a pair playing, colliding in the air, bodies formed for kissing, stroking, lines of heat as molten as the sun. The dance is fluid, roiling, never ending. Lovers tangled in a laughing knot that rolls on for years. A promise never to be parted whatever ages come. An annoyed thought intrudes from one who marked this memory after it was recorded. By the gods, find a private chamber. Alright, so we have left and right to go. Oh. I know I could go through here. Huh. Oh. What's in here? It's not the way we're supposed to go, but... Oh. What? I'm just curious what this is now. I don't even know if I could... Minerva. I don't know what that is. Maybe if we do these two things and come down here, there will be a walkway. I don't remember ever seeing those before, to be truthful. Okay, let's go here first. Broken tower.
These Kunari are dead, but there's not a mark on them.
Look at their eyes. They died in fear.
I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to remember. Oh. Oh no.
Welcome, welcome. Listen to the last words of those who lived past the fall. How could the dread wolf cast a veil between the world that wakes and the world that dreams? The Evenuris will send people. They will save us. When have you last heard from the gods? When the veil came down, they went silent. What is this veil? What has Fen'Harel done?
Are these records saying Fen'Harel created the veil between our world and the Fade?
If it's true, that means the Fade and the waking world were once one and the same.
Scholar's Retreat. Do these murals look familiar to anyone? The loose pages are scattered about as if abandoned in a great hurry. Algebraic-looking formulae crawl across the pages, spiked with dense annotations and Cunlot.
This looks like technical notes. What did the Kunari come here to learn?
I recognize some formulas. The Canari are trying to prove theoretical magic of some kind.
These blocks are heading toward that upside-down alluvium.
Can we trust this magic?
It's a place of learning. Maybe this Vir Dathara is helping us find what we need.
Okay. Okay. I do need Dorian, though. My boy Dorian. Yo, since we're going to Tevinter, I really do hope that we get to see Dorian again. The treachery of the wolf. Warned of a terrible danger, a wolf with slavering black jaws and pits for eyes, the Evenuris, the elven gods, stand in a ring around it, as if preventing it from attacking. But where the forms of Fen'Harel, the dread wolf comes in humble guises, a wanderer who knows much of the people and their spirits. He will offer advice that seems fair, but turns slowly to poison. Remember the price of treason, and keep in your heart the mercy of your gods. When the dreadwolf's gaze is bright, light burns in a ring of the dead. Oh no. God, I can't stop falling. Why'd you use all your supply caches? Because I kept falling. That's why. Okay, the broken tower. Anchor blast. Charging the anchor now deals damage to nearby enemies.
Inquisitor, we must look at your hand.
The pain stopped.
It keeps coming back.
Okay, so let's go this way. I'm getting myself lost.
More dead Kunari with terrified expressions.
Welcome, and listen to the last words of those who walked this place. If we get out of here, I will end Fen'Harel. After he held back the sky to imprison the gods, the dread wolf disappeared. Lies. We must tear down the veil, the cities, the pathways. Without magic, they're crumbling. You're wasting your time. Fen'Harel's veil has turned our empire to ruins.
So, the ancient Elven Empire collapsed because the veil weakened magic.
If what we're hearing is true, this would have been a disaster beyond measure.
Do you realize what this means? What this place is? The actual history of the elves could change everything.
And this whole section is why I think it's so interesting to play as an Elven Inquisitor. I think it just adds an extra like oomph, to the story.
Look at this place. Now that we have so many samples, how hard would it be to build Illuviens of our own?
Oh, I knew this one apostate in Kirkwall you would have gotten along with like a house on fire.
After these past few years, it would just be good to create something magical that is also helpful for a change.
Is that wise?
If I get around to it, I'll send you an Illuvien, Cassandra. Striking women can never be flattered by too many reflections.
If you get around to it, shall I be forced to accept?
If they're gonna stuff me into politics, I've got to have some fun on the side.
Oh, am I gonna get Veilfire year? I need one. Chapter... Wait, I remember this being weird. Dawn and Wipe spilled ale off the bar, listening to the cries of the birds and the crashing of waves outside. On those slow day on the Amaranthine coast, the tavern didn't get many visitors, just a little too far south of the Antivan border to catch the caravans. But he hadn't opened it to make a profit. He poured a glass of smoky Ferelden whiskey and carried it out to the patio where a sandy-haired fellow was attempting to play the lute, or murder the flute, or murder the lute. Or murder the concept of music itself. It probably didn't help that the man was holding the lute straight out in front of him, as he feared it were a snake that might bite him. Donnan offered the fellow the glass, fervently hoping it would make the playing stop. "Guardsman, you came to my rescue just in time." The blond man took the glass with a sheepish laugh, and all but threw the lute into a nearby chair. "It's just Donnan these days," he replied, looking out over the waves. "My time in the Kirkwall's guard is over. Retirement is grand, isn't it? No more responsibility, no more senior officers yelling at you, no more Kirkwall." The other man looked wistfully out at the birds, diving into the waves down the coast. The sun was setting behind them, turning the Amaranthine Ocean a deep sapphire and sending the seabirds back up the cliffs to their nest. Kirkwall's still out there, along with all other things. "I just didn't bring them to the bar," Donna grinned. "So what did you retire from?" "You wouldn't believe me if I told you," the man gave him a lopsided grin in return. "You want to hear a badly told story about a bastard prince with an unholy love of cheese? Why not? We've got time." And while the blond man spun his unlikely tale, the two of them watched the last of the light vanish in peace. Interesting.
What the? I never wrote this.
The deepest fade. We're seeing instructions on how to reach the deepest parts of the Fade, realms so far removed they're unmarked by dreamers. Epiphany requires a mind smooth as mirror glass, still as stone. Put aside 10 years for practice, and the next 100 years for searching. What others have learned will ease your journey. Those who have never manifested outside the Fade will find it easier to find its stillest roots, but it is rare the compulsion overtakes our brethren of the air. Oh my god. Raising the Sonolium describes a heated argument between a group of well-dressed elves inside of an elaborately arched pavilion on an island floating in a void. In the distance, haloed by a blizzard of light, thousands of elves are maintaining an elaborate magical ritual that pulls raw essence from the Fade, funneled into a sphere in the air. Through the lens of the sphere can be seen a world of indigo waterfalls and rust-red jungles, a temple palace so... oh god. Frescoed and cleverly carved, it is a masterpiece in itself. The well-dressed elves' shouting grows so loud it can be heard over the magic. One leaps at another, howling and pulling out a knife burning with prismatic flame. Architects of the Grand Sonolium, a gift from blessed Sialese to clever June, as thanks for a great favor, and friendly debate over the color of the palace's roof trim.
You think we could take a couple of these books back with us?
Unfortunately, I don't believe any of these are physical objects. They're ideas. You just see them as books.
I've never read an elven novel. I wonder what kind of stories they told.
Could you even read them, though? Do you understand Elvish, Varric? Is this a new side,
That should be
side
enough
of you that I
stairs.
don't know?
Let's see if we can reach the inverted alluvion now.
I'm just curious if there's anything back here. No? Nope. I love Varric. He's so great. I just find it interesting because all of those elven novels would be written in Elvish, so I just wonder, like, does he understand Elvish? Oh, great.
To battle!
archers are so good in this game. You guys are great. Okay. Now I've got to find the exit, which I don't remember where it is. Not that way. Oh god. Did we go this way? Wait, I want to get to that. I don't think I can, but I would love to try to get over there. Wait. Did we miss something up here? No, I don't think so. God bless it. I can't stop falling. I would make such a bad adventure. I would fall all the time everywhere. I would just fall off everything. Any edge that there was, I would fall. I am having such a hard time seeing right now. Hold on. Give me a second. I don't know why my eyes do this. One eye will always like water insanely. Oh no!
They're the librarians.
Not good.
I think we might be screwed here.
Deltos! Veteran Viramalas, Severa Melava. Ilas Denard.
Oh, that didn't even reach them.
I'm getting slaughtered over here!
That was awful. Look at all those spiders. Okay. I have my switch on my desk. It was going off, sorry. Okay. Okay. Yo, my eye is watering. So bad. Okay. Let's go climb. This is hard, I forgot.
Survivor of the breach, herald of change, hero of the South.
The Vidasala, I presume.
After fulfilling your purpose at the breach, it is astonishing to hear you still walked free among your people. Your duty is done, Inquisitor. It is time to end your magic.
It's not too late to put our weapons down and talk.
There's no need to pretend that you're blind to what you've begun. I am no stranger to catastrophe, but this chaos in the South defies comprehension. The Qun left your people to curb your own magic. You've amply proven we should have stepped in long ago.
Is that what Dragon's Breath is for? Murdering our heads of state just to control our magic?
Do you believe closing the breach solved everything? That its consequences stopped there? The day we saw the breach, the Qun decided its action. We would remove your leaders and spare those who toil. This agent of Fenharel has disrupted everything. Lives that were to be spared, lost for him.
Who is this agent? Why do you think they work for the Inquisition?
Kill the Inquisitor, then follow me to the Dargarad.
Alright. Oh no, Dorian died. discover where the Vidasala went. I will as soon as I scour anything for any readable things. Haha. Tattered note. The scrap of parchment is written in both Kunlot and the common tongue, although the letters in Kunlot are shaky. Please excuse my Kunlot. Its subtleties elude me, even with your patient teaching. We pulled everyone out of the palace. The Shem nobles assumed we were servants leaving on an errand. We were hiding where you told us, waiting for your signs that the dragon's breath has begun. Victories in the Kun.
No wonder the Kunari translated notes into our language. It was for their non-Kunari spies.
Okay.
Demons, dragons, and even darkspawn. Now Kunari. I wonder if we will ever run out of things to fight.
I'm just pleased it isn't Venatori.
I don't know. I think the Venatori are easier to kill. The Risk of Sarabas, a sheaf of notes is written mostly in Kunlot, but select paragraphs have been translated into the common tongue. Those born outside the Kun will not comprehend the seriousness of using mages to help us. They believe the worst that can befall a mage is demon possession. They do not truly understand that the loss of mastery comes with the loss for the self of the self. Those of the Kun since birth do not understand why we risk using Sarabas. We have immersed them in a sea of magic until it seems impossible they could ever do anything but drown. It is right that we enlighten you so your purpose here is clear. We have learned from this place that there lived an elven mage who saw a great wrong and sacrificed all to right it. This mage made the veil, which protects us from the Fade. This veil stripped power from his rulers, who had treated their people with such excess that it makes the southern kings and queens seem staid. Thus does every action carry rightness, and all paths converge. In his greatest magic, the elven mage became an agent of peace through the veil. In our willingness to brave this place, we may discover how the veil can be strengthened through our own mages. For that we risk our lives. The Sarabas who have joined in this endeavor understand the dangers and have made their choice. Remember the words of Ashkari Konslun. Existence is a choice. There is no chaos in the world, only complexity. Knowledge of the complex is wisdom. From wisdom of the world comes wisdom of the self. Mastery of the self is mastery of the world. Loss of the self is the source of suffering. Suffering is a choice, and we can refuse it. It is in our own power to create the world or destroy it. For peace we will endure any horror here. We will create a safer world or destroy the old one.
These are Vidasala's papers. She brought mages here to research strengthening the veil. It explains why the Kunari thought it was worth camping here.
How do I get it there? It just seems interesting for me to break. No? It's a broken alluvian up here. Interesting. He'll survive. His AI will survive.
Visitors, patrons, welcome. The halls are open.
Can you tell me where a Kunari called Vidisala went?
Yes, we heard much, although she fooled herself into thinking we could not hear. Take a keystone to the Davarad. I will join you there soon and take stock of our remaining Gatlock powder.
I found a keystone with one of the Kunari.
Yes, and you need words for their key. Maras Nira. It glows. It will open the way to the Davarad. May you find what you seek. In coming here, you strengthen the paths. I can now raise one, if you wish to go.
Oh. This was...
You've been very helpful.
Gildethalan was what the Elven called me. One who guides seekers of knowledge true. I was connection. One city could read the records of another. One Elven feel the memories of another. When the veil fell upon us, I marked the end of all they knew.
We've got to find the Davarad and corner Vidisala there.
This is the alluvion we went through earlier on accident. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna return to the Winter Palace. I think returning to the Winter Palace is the true midpoint of this DLC, so. Which, we're about to watch one of my favorite cutscenes from this game. And it is saved in my phone on TikTok as a sound. That people can like make videos to. It's one of my favorites. I think I've probably said it out loud to you, Strawberry, before. I've probably repeated it a ton of times. Hopefully I get it. Hopefully I remember what to click to get it. Because that's how I feel this Inquisitor would respond. Okay, we're back at the Winter Palace.
Your agents confirm there are Gatlock battles in Denerim's palace?
Yes, and in Valroyo and across the Free Marches. The Winter Palace is not the only target.
The Qunari are one order from destroying every noble house in the known world.
Oh, there is a bright side. Warning the ambassadors will remind them of the Inquisition's value.
Not when the Inquisition is responsible for that threat.
They came in through us?
Yes.
How, damn it!
The elven servant handling the barrels confessed to working for the Qunari.
But the servant was Orlesian. That implicates Orlais, not us.
But the barrels arrived at the Winter Palace on the Inquisition supply manifest.
How are we supposed to fight a war when we can't even trust our own people?
Do you know who got the barrels onto the Inquisition manifest?
Yes, several of the Inquisition's elven workers have gone missing. I had their backgrounds checked. They joined the Inquisition after fleeing the chaos in Kirkwall.
I remember when Kirkwall was at its worst. Many of the city's elves converted to the Qun, trying to find a better life.
And the Qunari turned them into spies.
We can't change what happened. Only how we react to it now.
I fought to protect the Inquisition in this exalted council. And for what? So we could deceive and threaten those we claimed to protect?
Once we locate the spies...
This isn't about the spies. You hid the Qunari body. You've all but seized control of the Winter Palace.
We did what was right, not what was politically convenient.
Do you know what this has cost us with Orlais and Ferelden? They are planning to dismantle us as we speak. And perhaps they are right.
Oh.
Shit, damn it! We save Ferelden, and they're angry. We save Orlais, and they're angry. We close the breach twice, and my own hand wants to kill me. Could one thing in this fucking world just stay fixed? I need to get to the Darvarad. You can all fight amongst yourselves once I'm back.
We save Ferelden and they're angry. We save Orlais and they're angry. We close the breach twice, and my own hand
Thank
wants
you,
to
Inquisitor.
kill me.
Would you like us to inform the Exalted Council of the danger?
Yes. If we fail, the Exalted Council needs to know what happened.
I will inform them personally.
Leliana, I can...
No, your job is hard enough already. This is my responsibility.
I'll have guards ready at the Alluvion, in case the Qunari attack the palace.
Make her watch over you.
Oh, okay. I don't know why it skipped the cutscene like that, but go off, I guess. Can I talk to my friends? I've never tried. Oh no, they're probably all gone. Oh, there's stuff we can read. Paper Dog, a collection of letters, invitations, urgent messages, and other sundry papers, all addressed to the Viscount of Kirkwall. Someone has folded them into the shape of a Mabari sticking out its tongue. Yeah, no, that's my favorite line in this DLC. Wager notes carried back and forth. If so many royals weren't in jeopardy, Leonard, I'd say we should let the Chevaliers throw the Inquisition out of the Winter Palace. We're in a court, their puffed up soldiers are everywhere. One challenged me at the gate because the fool confused my house's mass with a family not even invited. Why do they think they're in charge if they can't master even basic courtesies? Disgusting. I caught an Inquisition soldier and a palace guard in a fist fight. What happened? I stopped the fight, of course. We don't need this Exalted Council further out of hand. A terrible thought occurs. What if nothing gets decided? What it happens to our wager, gentlemen? Maker forbid. If that comes to pass, we can give the royals to that farm your sister runs for retired chargers, Leonard. At least the war horses won't be left out in the cold. I've never explored this in these in-between sections. Now I'm just curious. I was truthfully curious if we could talk to our people. But, I mean, it makes sense why I can explore out here because it...
Alpha Val Royal must be here.
Why is it?
Perhaps Ferelden's position is not so unreasonable.
Shoving it right here. Okay, we read this already. Why is stuff lighting up with color like that? Oh! Okay.
Alpha Val Royal must be here.
So we gotta go. Because I don't like those colors. To be honest. I was gonna go explore, but I don't want to do that anymore. Let's just go. Let's just go. I know it's there so like I can upgrade my stuff if I want to, but
Nightingale told us what happened with your hand.
No matter what happens, it has been my honor to fight beside each of you.
All right, Bianca. Let's show all the tall people how it's done. One last time.
Enjoy me while you can. I expect you'll all miss me terribly later.
Thank you. All of you.
why are they talking like we're all gonna die? Oh, it makes me so sad. Can we not talk about us dying? Ugh. Okay.
this? It's an Illuvian graveyard.
Where did the Kunari get all these? How long have they been studying Illuvians? The sooner we stop this invasion plan, the better.
They're just destroying so many elven Illuvians. Rid of the mage. Their mages are dangerous. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Kill them. Ah, you bitch. Kill them. Why am I dying? Why am I dying? Is he sucking the life from me? Oh my god. Illuvian studies. The writing on these pages is completely incomprehensible even to a native speaker of the Kunlat. The handwriting resembles the scratches of an inebriated chicken, but the drawings are meticulous and excruciatingly careful study of several Illuvians along with exploded diagrams of their inner workings. Why do I need a Veilfire? Why do I need a Veilfire? Why do I need a Veilfire for? What do I need a Veilfire for? Why do I need this Veilfire?
Oh shit, that can't be good. You all right?
Oh, we should hurry. Here they come!
Why are the Kunari calling this plan Dragon's Breath? What do dragons have to do with assassinating heads of state? I don't understand any of this. Patrolling guards. We need to deal with them as quickly as possible.
I can't tell what I'm hitting and what I'm not hitting.
quite the door. Is that an Astrarium? How did the Kunari move it here?
A word of advice, stay away from the glowing pyramid.
How'd they move the statue of the Dreadwolf? Yeah, what the fuck? They have like phylacteries and shit in here? Logs of a Davarad gatekeeper. The entries in this book are written in several different hands and occasionally in different languages. From the few entries in the common tongue, it appears to be a log filled in by various guards who have watched the gates of the Davarad morning. Artifacts brought in by Hisera Keith. Original location not on manifest. Asked Iskari was told they're from ruins. Please remind agents that all relics must be properly cataloged, or the Tabaras will never stop complaining about it. Afternoon, 3 kiths deployed, including Iskari of Hisra Kith. Told her to write down the locations in her manifest this time. Evening, Hisra Kith reported back. Iskari handed me manifest that just said outside Davarad, asking my sten for a knife.
That's it. Get them all like that and we're in.
Oh. Nope. No, that last one's got one more to go. Fuck. Shit.
It's open. Let's go.
Okay.
Make it take you.
Written instructions for new workers. While some of this letter is written in Kunlot, most is in the common tongue. The letters blocky and simple but tidy. The Dragon's Breath must continue regardless of concerns at the Winter Palace. Many are new to the Kun and have not yet learned to trust. Your worry is understandable. The rest of the world has betrayed you. All who have been to the Davarad know the difficulty of maintaining a specimen for extraction for as long as we have. If we delay Dragon's Breath, we would have to dispose of the specimen. Creating Gatlock is normally a slow process requiring much mining and careful alchemy. Venom extraction offers the only means to deliver the Dragon's Breath quickly and in large quantities. To delay Dragon's Breath is to lose any chance of bringing peace to the South without needless suffering. The Kun demands we save the workers of the South from a bloody war and deliver them into our teaching before corruption further overtakes the land. Others have voiced concern over the specimen. The Kun do not understand cruelty to any... The Kun does not demand cruelty to any living being, but all creatures have a place and a duty under the Kun. The specimen serves as it must. When Dragon's Breath is complete, it will be extinguished quickly and painlessly, and when we slaughter animals for food. Allow your superiors to deal with the agents of Fen'Harel, but remember your role and service to the Kun. Journal notes found in the barracks. There are several entries in the journal, some in Kunlot, some in common, as if the writer was practicing their language skills. The last page reads, "Sent to palace again, moving things along. Bash Shems never notice who comes or goes. When the Dragon's Breath comes, they won't know what hit them."
Hang in there. Someone back at the palace has to be able to help.
Letters and replies. A letter with an Inquisition seal sits half buried in piles of memos. To the Honorable Salasari, Triumvirate of the Kun. On behalf of the Inquisition, I must humbly inquire as to the hostile actions of your agents in Halam Sharal. We can only view the attacks by Ben Hassarath agents upon our officers and the infiltration and sabotage of the Exalted Council at Halam Sharal as the prelude to a declaration of war. If the Kunari people do not wish to provoke retaliation from the Chantry, these hostilities must cease at once. Respectfully, Ambassador Josephine Montier. Dragon Breath Plan. This document appears to be written entirely in Kunlot, but contains a number of complicated diagrams, including detailed blueprints of Halam Sharal and a number of other palaces and fortresses.
Look at all this. The Canary text is gibberish, but it looks a great deal like they're cataloguing artifacts. How many ruins must they have found to produce so much? What are they doing with it?
Morrigan said the key to an Illuvian could be anything, including knowledge or power. So they're stockpiling both. That's how they got the keystone and opened so many of the Illuvians we've seen.
They will have defenses in place. We must not stumble into anything blindly. Is that a copy of Swords and Shields?
Oh, this is outside. Okay. Yes, Minerva, hello. Yes, Minerva. Mm-hmm. I hear you. Guys, move out of my way. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss anywhere. Which we didn't. We were going the right way. Okay. Because it's telling us to craft weapons if we need. And we went in there already.
Here, let me try.
Okay, so there's a supply cache there, which I don't think we need, but... Something could go horribly wrong here. If it doesn't go horribly wrong, I will tell you what can go horribly wrong. And it's a shock to a lot of people what happens here if it does go wrong. I kind of hope it does go wrong, but I'm scared it'll go wrong because we could be in big trouble. We could be in very big trouble. Oh, look, a dragon! We have to kill a dragon again.
Dragon's breath is an actual dragon?
Tethar! Bars!
Inquisition! Nira Tasiasara! Miraba Sadim Kata! You have come far enough, Inquisitor.
We don't actually
No
kill this
more.
dragon. We're gonna set it free. Oh, thank God. Okay. Alright, alright. So what can go wrong here is that Iron Bull, I'm pretty sure it's right here, but Iron Bull can actually
Help Dorian!
Portions of this are indecipherable Qunlot with what might be formulas in an unfamiliar number system. One section has been translated for Vidathari workers in the factory, then circled, repeatedly underlined with arrows drawn around it by someone who was clearly very insistent that it be read.
For primers, combine no more than 1 part Atashi venom with the equal amount of deathroot, oxen, and 3 parts powdered silverite. Adding more venom will dissolve the casing on the primers here in the factory and fill the room with deadly gas. Whoever keeps getting the formula wrong needs to see me immediately. We have a great many primers to make on a tight schedule and cannot afford any more delays due to mistakes. Animal Handler's Logbook. The first half of this logbook appears to be notes on the care and feeding of animals in the Free Marcher Lord's manor. After that, it shifts into practice phrases in Kunlot. Later, it begins again with the following. Beast presents chafing around limbs and tail, likely from attempts to use chains. While its natural strength remains, muscles are slack from confinement. Tatharis said she initially tried drugging the beast, but the amount required to keep it sedated changed the quality of its venom so that it was no longer useful in producing Gatlock. She says fire has kept it under control, while the heated panels keep it in a state of comfortable drowsiness. Tadotharas is not as good at deception as she thinks she is. She does not like what we are doing to the beast. She calls it Atashi, which means something like great thing. And she repeats sayings from the Kyun to herself when she extracts the venom. I do not disagree with her. I saw enough harm done to innocent beasts at my lord's sneering commands. The beast, the Atashi, deserves better than the pry bars and needles we use upon it each time we drain its venom gland. Tardathras says I may be needed at the Winter Palace. It is likely that some view elves with suspicion thanks to these attacks by the agent of Fenharel, but a human woman may still pass unnoticed among the servants. She says I may be asked to deliver more Gatlock in different containers. She says that it could be dangerous, that if I do not return, most will assume I'm dead. As I said, Tadartharas is not as good at deception as she thinks he is, but she is right. I did not join the Kyun for this.
The Canari obviously need the dragon's venom. No dragon, no more plan.
Her captors have already mutilated her. It seems needlessly cruel to kill her.
We will not let you cut down the Atashi.
Free the dragon instead. I forget how to free the dragon.
Ishara!
The barrier is blocked. It cannot move.
What are y'all doing? Oh my heaven above. No. No. Stop. I'm trying to free you, you dummy. Leave me alone.
Merava Sadim Kata!
You've got it. It's opening.
The gate is open. Now we move the rings.
Minerva, please hold on.
Itwa, Kerasam!
Go! Oh my fucking god, I'm gonna die. I don't remember doing this. I really don't. Stop! I am trying to help you! Holy fuck. I am literally trying to help you, please. Okay, I don't remember. Oh god, and my eyes are watering so bad. So I can't see what I'm doing. Oh my god, people leave me alone. Ugh. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, cool. I'm done. Fuck off. Leave me alone. Oh my god, you bitch. Fuck off. I'm gonna die here. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Cattle.
Man, this is gonna fucking help me. You know, why don't you deal with your fucking dragon?
Dead!
Go deal with your dragon, not me.
One down! I don't know what direction I'm supposed to turn these. It really doesn't tell you. I don't. Move! I want to free the dragon is the problem. I want to free the dragon. Device is blocked. How do I unblock it? Like, it won't let me destroy the thing. I'm not trying to kill the fucking dragon. I want it to leave. Oh my god. I am trying to fucking help you. And you're being a bitch.
Stop. Can you leave? Can you go? Oh my god. Cassandra, stop killing it. This is annoying. You wanna know what's annoying? This is annoying. Dragon, leave. Go. Oh my god. Dragon, go. Leave. Dragon, leave. Go. Away with you. Oh my god. If you die, it's not my fault. The doors are right there. They're right there. I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Do I just turn it till it stops? Like, I don't understand. There's no directions. Free the dragon. Okay. The doors are open. I don't know. I'm not killing the dragon. It was taking her. I don't want to kill the dragon. I do not know what this game is right now. I don't remember how I did this.
This is the honor of the Inquisition? Attacking an innocent creature?
Oh my god, you bitch. Fuck off. Leave me alone. I'm not trying to kill it. I'm trying to get it out of here. Leave! Dragon, leave! Dragon, leave! I don't know how to do this dragon. I don't remember. The path is blocked. Okay, then let me destroy the path. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do here. There are literally no directions. None. I don't know what it wants from me. Game. What am I supposed to do here? I don't understand. Like, I would do it that way so it would leave. That's what I would do. That makes the most fucking sense to me. I don't understand. I really don't. I do not understand what the problem is. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. I'm trying to understand. I really don't want to kill this dragon. I'm trying to let you leave and you fucking won't, so I don't know what you want from me. I'm literally about to Google this because it's really making me mad because I do not remember how to do this and it's really starting to get on my nerves. I don't understand. I can't move the other side and my eyes keep watering and I'm just mad. Ugh. fucking god. I'm gonna lose it. Okay, love what you said. That's great. Oh, look, it destroyed itself. Love that. Awesome. Cool. Great. So I could have done this ages ago if I just would have stood right beside it. That makes no goddamn sense. I love that I'm dying right now. I don't. I'm really about to just reload it. I'm so mad right now. Oh, I'm so mad right now. Let's have a conversation real quick. Let's have a conversation. This is so frustrating. Okay, you can give me a new ability, that's fine. But if I've been able to just destroy the bombs this entire time just using magic, don't force me to use my new ability to break a fucking cart. That makes no sense. There's no logic in that at all. I thought I could just hit it. No, I have to use my new stupid ability that they gave me. That's dumb. That is so ridiculously stupid. Oh my god, I hate when games do that stuff. I absolutely loathe it. Like, why are you being difficult for any reason?
The Canary obviously need the dragon's venom. No dragon, no more plan.
Her captors have already mutilated her. It seems needlessly cruel to kill her.
Oh look, it destroyed it. Great.
We will not let you cut down the Atashi.
Stop! Oh my god. I am so... Dorian, what the fuck are you doing? Dorian's AI is so fucking stupid. I swear to god.
Dorian!
Leave me alone. Please, for the love of everything. When I say no, I mean no. Honestly, fuck off. You're pissing me off. Go away. I just want to save the fucking dragon. That's all I want.
Ishara!
If we can move these rings, we can let the dragon loose.
Y'all are useless. Oh my heaven above. Fuck straight off.
Someone help!
Oh my god. I just want to. I literally just want to help the dragon. You guys are making me like, please stop. Please stop. I don't understand their AI. I don't get it. I do not understand it. Stop. Fucking cease your existence. Please, for the love of God, go away. Great, I love that I've just lost 2 of my... Cassandra, shut up. Oh my god. Fuck off, dude. Cassandra, what are you doing? Literally, what are you doing? Stop. This game brings out a rage in me. I don't know what. Hey, can you, I don't know, follow me? Ugh! This game's AI just brings out unbridled rage. What are you, like, what are you doing? What are you doing, Derek? Literally. What are you doing? Oh, now I'm getting myself fucking killed. Oh god, Derek's dumbass.
The barriers are set. Now we just need to open the gate.
Akashi Itwa, Kerasam!
Derek. Dorian. Swear on everything right now. Dorian, if you're being a dumb fuck right now, I'm not gonna take it though.
You've got it. It's opening.
Fuck off. Go away. Leave me alone. Literally leave me alone. Literally leave me alone.
Dorian!
Hashara!
That makes no sense. Like, for real, it makes no sense.
Dear Inquisitor, you have such little time left. You must finally see the truth. Elven magic already tore the Sky of Heart. If the agents of Fen'Harel are not stopped, you will shatter the world as well.
The Inquisition has nothing to do with these agents.
Come, Inquisitor. I am the eyes and ears of the Qunari people. Do you think you can deceive me? You would have died from the mark on your hand, but for the help of one of their chief agents. The same agent who helped seal the breach, who led you to Skyhold, who gave Corypheus the orb, then founded the Inquisition. Solus, agent of Fen'Harel.
What?
He used me. All along, that bastard was manipulating us.
Solus tricked us all. He pushed a dying Qunari into the Winter Palace to lure you into opposing us. Without him, we could have brought the South peace and wisdom along the gentle path. Now we must take the way of blades. Hayden, Inquisitor. If it is any consolation, Solus will not outlive you.
So Solus was behind everything all along, and this is why we don't like Solus.
Vitasala's not killing Solus. I'm killing Solus. Come on.
This is the last area, anyway. And then we'll be done.
The Vidasala cannot have gotten far.
There, up ahead.
It's going to... Everyone back!
Anchor meltdown. The anchor now builds up power even faster. Using it is difficult, but discharges all accumulated focus. If the focus reaches full power, the anchor discharges uncontrollably, damaging you and your allies as well.
If it keeps up like this, it will kill you. Solus must help, as he did at Haven.
Chuckles, who apparently works for Fen'Harel. It's always the quiet ones.
You know, we were up there. Like, their AI is so dumb. I don't understand. Like, why were they not following me?
That must be where Solus is.
There's the big Sarabas who's always with the Vidasala.
Cerebus, Rathrol, Shokra!
To make sure I keep using this so I don't forget the numbers.
Katana Shokra!
Oh, okay. Very exciting. I don't know if Strawberry's in here, but that's very exciting. I'm gonna cry. Oh no, I'm gonna cry. Oh, that's so funny. Oh. Oh no, I'm gonna cry. Oh no, fuck. I wasn't paying attention. Shit. Hold on, I'm sorry. Viber just texted me. Oh, that's so cute. Wow. Oh, thank God. That was so cute. Oh, I can't wait to talk to her tomorrow. Look, you can't see it. There's real tears happening. Oh no. Oh, I'm so happy for her. Oh, okay. Wow, that was great. I'm so happy. Oh, this is difficult. Okay, this is a difficult part. I also had to pull in. I had to pull the husband card on this.
The big guy's headed our way.
Be ready. They have reinforcements.
Why can I not hit this person? Oh my God. No, please. No, please, no, please, no, please, no, please, no, please, no, please.
It seems the Cerebas is no longer following orders.
Barabbas! 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 You will not leave here, Inquisitor. Antam! Ibrashak Adim!
Katara, Shokra!
One of the mirrors must lead out of here.
We need to hurry.
Are we for real? That just happened, didn't it? Okay.
Let us finish this!
You are dead, Inquisitor! Your soul is dust!
Okay. Oh.
Ebesit kata, etwa ost.
Maraskata!
Your forces have failed. Leave now and tell the Canary to trouble me no further.
Solus.
That should give us more time. I suspect you have questions.
The Kunari believe you're an agent for someone who has taken the name Fen'Harel.
The Canary reject myth and legend. If you told them of your meeting with Mythal, they would attribute it to a demon. I am no one's agent but my own. I fear that the truth is much simpler and much worse than the Canary believe.
You're Fen'Harel.
I was Solus first. Fen'Harel came later. An insult I took as a badge of pride. The Dread Wolf inspired hope in my friends, and fear in my enemies. Not unlike Inquisitor, I suppose. You also know the burden of a title that all but replaces your name.
Are you a fragment of what Fen'Harel once was? Like Mythal?
No. This is all I have ever been.
And the legends?
I sought to set my people free from slavery to would-be gods. I broke the chains of all who wished to join me. The false gods called me Fen'Harel, and when they finally went too far, I formed the Veil and banished them forever. Thus I freed the Elven people, and in so doing, destroyed their world.
You banished the false gods. You didn't kill them.
You met Mythal, did you not? The first of my people do not die so easily. The Evanurus are banished forever, paying the ultimate price for their misdeeds.
The Evanurus were elven mages. How did they come to be remembered as gods?
Slowly. It started with a war. War breeds fear. Fear breeds a desire for simplicity. Good and evil, right and wrong, chains of command. After the war ended, generals became respected elders, then kings, finally gods. The Evanurus.
You said that the elven gods went too far. What did they do that made you move against them?
They killed Mythal. A crime for which an eternity of torment is the only fitting punishment.
I thought Mythal was one of the Evanurus.
She was the best of them. She cared for her people. She protected them. She was a voice of reason. And in their lust for power, they killed her.
You love the Fade. Why would you create the Veil to hide it all away?
Because every alternative was worse.
Meaning?
Had I not created the Veil, the Evanurus would have destroyed the entire world.
How did creating the Veil destroy the world?
You saw the remains of Via Dathara. The library was intrinsically tied to the Fade, and the Veil destroyed it. There were countless other marvels, all dependent on the presence of the Fade, all destroyed. The elven legends of immortality, all true. It was not the arrival of humans that caused them to begin aging. It was me. The Veil took everything from the elves, even themselves.
That's the past. What about the future?
I lay in dark and dreaming sleep while countless wars and ages passed. I woke still weak a year before I joined you. My people fell for what I did to strike the Evanuris down. But still, some hope remains for restoration. I will save the elven people, even if it means this world must die.
Solus, whatever you want, this world dying is not the answer.
Not a good answer, no. Sometimes terrible choices are all that remain. It is my fight. You should be more concerned about the Inquisition, your Inquisition. In stopping the Dragon's Breath, you have prevented an invasion by Qunari forces. With luck, they will return their focus to Tevinter. That should give you a few years of relative peace.
The Qunari said the Inquisition was unknowingly working for agents of Fen'Harel.
I gave no orders.
You led us to Skyhold.
Corypheus should have died unlocking my orb. When he survived, my plans were thrown into chaos. When you survived, I saw the Inquisition as the best hope this world had of stopping him. And you needed a home. Hence, Skyhold.
You gave your orb to Corypheus?
Not directly. My agents allowed the Venatori to locate it. The orb had built up magical energy while I lay unconscious for millennia. I was not powerful enough to open it. The plan was for Corypheus to unlock it, and for the resulting explosion to kill him. Then I would claim the orb. I did not foresee a Tevinter Magister having learned the secret of effective immortality.
What would have happened if Corypheus had died, and you'd recovered the orb?
I would have entered the Fade using the mark you now bear. Then I would have torn down the veil. As this world burned in the raw chaos, I would have restored the world of my time. The world of the elves.
If you destroyed the veil, wouldn't the false gods be freed?
I had plans.
You'd murder countless people.
Wouldn't you to save your own? You must understand. I awoke in a world where the veil had blocked most people's conscious connection to the Fade. It was like walking through a world of tranquil.
We aren't even people to you?
Not at first. You showed me that I was wrong. Again. That does not make what must come next any easier.
You never cared about us. We were the means to an end.
You were people, and you deserved better. Like all the rest I've used in one hopeless battle after another.
What's wrong with the Inquisition?
You created a powerful organization. And now it suffers the inevitable fate of such. Betrayal and corruption.
It's not that simple.
Do you know how I discovered the Qunari plot? The plot I disrupted by leading them to your doorstep. The Qunari spies in the Inquisition tripped over my spies in the Inquisition. The Elven Guard who led you to the Qunari body? Who intercepted the servant with the Gatlock barrel? Mine.
Why bother disrupting the Qunari plot if you're going to destroy the world regardless?
You have shown me that there is value in this world, Inquisitor. I take no joy in what I must do. Until that day comes, I would see those recovering from the breach free of the Qun.
Why?
Because I am not a monster. If they must die, I would rather they die in comfort. In any event, it is done.
So you let us do your dirty work?
The mistake was yours to fix, Inquisitor.
You control the Illuvians now?
Yes. You remember Briala from Halam Shiral? For a time, she controlled part of the labyrinth. One of my agents was supposed to take it from her, but he did not succeed. I had to override the magic personally. The Canari stumbled upon this section independently. With them gone, the Illuvians are now mine.
There's still the matter of the anchor. It's getting worse.
Yes, I'm sorry. And we are almost out of time. The mark will eventually kill you. Drawing you here gave me the chance to save you. At least for now.
If I live, I'm coming to stop you.
I know. Take my hand. I'm sorry. Live well, while time remains.
It's just wild that Solus had like this thing planned so far out. We did it. This is the end. Got like 2 more cutscenes. We've beaten Dragon Age.
Something must be done, but we cannot lose the Inquisition now. We stand on the brink of war with the Canari.
Yes, because this Solas provoked them in the first place.
The Inquisition did not cause this threat. We informed the Summit of the danger.
The danger posed by Canari spies inside your organization.
Without our organization, none of us would be here to complain.
No one has forgotten what you have done. But Corypheus is 2 years dead.
If the Inquisition is to continue, it must do so as a legitimate organization, not a glorified mercenary band.
Inquisitor.
I think we're gonna disband the Inquisition because a lot of the core members will no longer be there. Dorian's no longer going to be there. Varric is no longer going to be there. Cullen, I think, is leaving. Cassandra can't be there anymore. So there's really no purpose for us to have the Inquisition if all the members aren't going to be there, and if we've already had corruption of 2 different... Hi, Coffee! How are you? You are actually right at the very end of Dragon Age. We're actually doing the last cutscene at the moment. So, you know, the core people are not there. It's just... We had 2 different people corrupting, you know, the internal organization of the Inquisition. We had the Canari, and then we had the Agents of Fen'Harel who infiltrated. Not to mention any other, so like Tevinter agents. We don't even know if they're already Tevinter agents. Well, we do. If you've watched Dragon Age Absolution, you do know that. But, like, there was just so much. So, I mean, I think our work is done.
You all know what this is? A writ
From Divine Justinian authorizing the formation of the Inquisition. We pledge to
also
close the
lost an
breach,
arm. That
find
just
those
happened
responsible,
too.
and restore order, with or without anyone's approval. We have fulfilled that pledge. And now the war is over, for most of us. It is time for our soldiers to sheathe their swords and go home. To all who served, thank you. It has been an honor. Effective immediately, the Inquisition is disbanded.
Yep. The arm that had our cool little glowy hand thing was killing us, so it got chopped off. So we lost an arm. It's over. We did it. Oh, I'm so sad. We beat the game. What? Why? Was that a glitch? That so had to be a glitch. What? In short order, the Inquisition was disbanded. Some were relieved to see the unpredictable organization dismantled. Others preferred to remember the Inquisition's good works and the many lives it had saved. Those who had served returned to their former lives, knowing they had stopped a great evil from destroying the world. I'm gonna read this in an accent the rest of the way. And hoping that the peace for which they had fought remained once the Inquisition was gone. With the dragon's breath disrupted and any hope of swift victory dashed, the Qunari retreated back to the north. Few knew what debates were waged in Parvalin, but not long after the Exalted Council, the Qunari launched new attacks against Tevinter. Their aggression caught the already unstable Imperium off guard. Tevinter was soon mired in a war many feared could spread across Thedas. Cassandra continued her reign as Divine Victoria, working to ensure that the Inquisition's disbanding did not allow new enemies to rise. Her efforts were successful, and for a time, southern Thedas saw peace. This is very different from what my playthrough was. Cassandra also spent time in the Hunterthorn Mountains north of Orlais, where she worked to rebuild the Seekers. This is a very different ending to what my original personal playthrough is. For a time, the new Seekers remained reclusive, showing no interest in worldly affairs and working to a purpose few outside their order could guess. Some believed the end of the Inquisition, as it had been heralded the destruction of the fledgling College of Enchanters. Having clashed with the Circle, the college now found itself without support against the newly elected Grand Enchanter Vivian. unfortunately, Grand Enchanter Vivian grudgingly agreed not to destroy its terrified leaders as a personal favor to Divine Victoria. This is an outcome I don't like. The two institutions settled into an uneasy coexistence across the South, vying for power. Yeah, this is an outcome I'm not very happy with, but Leliana continued to act as the Inquisition's spy master in its final months as an independent organization. During this time, she shared many of her responsibilities with her most trusted agents, including Charter, Rector, and Harding. Many believed that Leliana feared what lay on the horizon and was grooming successors in anticipation of the challenges ahead. Yeah, it's really over. This is the end. Sarah left the Inquisition with scarcely more ties than when she began, disappearing back into her confusing weave of favors and friends. Oh, I miss Sarah. 90 hours later, it's over. After seeing the world brought to the brink by arrogance and pride, it was a blessing to return to normal, however strange and normal it may be. With frequent visits to her Whittle, of course. Oh, it was Whittle. Is it Whittle or Dagny? I'm so confused. Perhaps most unnerving was Sarah's standing offering to the divine. When the knobs piss about with your left hand or right, call on Red Jenny to give them 2 fingers. I love Sarah. She's so goofy. Varric took up the role of Viscount, and with the help of his friend Hawk, rebuilt Kirkwall's damaged infrastructure. The person in the bottom right, that's Aveline. Under his rule, the city-state finally resumed its place as the major trade hub of the Free Marches. He continued to ignore all mail from both the Merchants Guild and the Prince of Starkhaven. Not you ignoring Sebastian. Choir boy, come on. With the Inquisition disbanded, the Bull's Chargers returned to taking jobs throughout Orlais and Ferelden. Fighting demons and clearing out the remains of Venatori forces, the Iron Bull did his part to restore order to Thedas. There's 2 things that'll be the same. This one's the same. After the Inquisition disbanded, Cullen and the Inquisitor retired to a private life together. With their new dog. Unburdened by the restriction of their offices, they continued doing good work on their own terms. That is, after a long overdue visit to Cullen's siblings, who were overjoyed to meet their new sister-in-law. Yeah, they got married, also. I don't know if you were here last stream, but they got married. In-game. Cullen and our Inquisitor did. Dorian returned to Tevinter to take his father's place in the Magisterium. Oh yeah, Dorian's dad died. As rumors flew about the Imperium's infighting, Dorian was spoken of often as a voice of resistance against corruption. Yo, I love Dorian. My man. If he's not in the new game, I'll cry. I'll cry. Along with Magister Mivaris Tilani, he formed a group called the Lucerian to restore and redeem Tevinter, a fight many thought hopeless. Yo, can Mivaris be like a party member? Those fighting by Magister Pavis's side noted that he kept in constant communication with the Inquisitor via message crystal. God, I love them. It's precious. I cannot. I love them. Whether for vital information or for moral support, these talks seem to give Dorian the strength to continue this fight. I cannot. I love them. With the Inquisition disbanded, Josephine made her farewells and returned to Antiva and her family. With their hair down. Interesting. I wonder if she goes back to Barden. Thanks to the Inquisitor's help, the Montiers were once again permitted to trade Morlaix. Yes, we did do that. We did assist her with that. The next few years were a busy time as many ships in the Montier crest were built and set sail again from Antiva's harbors. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. Soon, Ravani pirate captains and an ancient feud against Josephine's ancestors took to the seas, determined to rekindle the rivalry. Isabella? Maybe? Apart from Josephine's sister Yvette nearly eloping with the dashing pirate prince on one occasion, Lady Montier took the development in stride. Cole took to the road of Meriden to find a new life and a new way to be human. 2 relationships started. Oh, I love it. Yeah, 2 relationships started in the Inquisition. Outside from the Inquisitors. Wherever Meriden went to sing, people found old pains eased and hearts made happier, even if they didn't understand why. After the events at the Winter Palace, elves left the Inquisition under mysterious circumstances, as did elven servants across Thedas. None could say where they went, but those who believed the Inquisitor's story about Fen'Harel wondered just how large the Dreadwolf's forces were. And what the ancient elven rebel had planned.
My agents have found nothing. With the Illuvians, he could be anywhere.
With the Inquisition officially disbanded, we have no army, no formal alliances.
We have what we truly need.
We will need to be careful.
Solus knows everything about us. Who we are, how we work, our strengths and weaknesses.
Then we find people he doesn't know. We will stop Solus, by any means necessary.
Go into Tevinter! Ah! I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Because Dreadwolf takes place in Tevinter. So that's dope. I'm very excited. So that's just leading up to the next game to be like, hey, we're gonna be in the Tevinter Imperium. But there's a loud noise. But yeah, so I'm hoping what plays here, it'll play again. Cassandra ends up having like a little monologue in the background, so. But yeah, so we are going to go to the Tevinter Imperium, which means we have the potential to see Dorian again. I believe Fenris. I believe Fenris is still in the Tevinter Imperium fighting off slavers, which means we could potentially see Hawk. I doubt it. But Fenris could have also gone back to Kirkwall with Hawk if they were romantically involved. Let's see. Who else could we see? I'm trying to see who else we could see. There could be a potential that whoever was stuck in the Fade gets out of the Fade, so we could potentially see Alistair. Oh, I'm really trying to think. Leliana will probably make a cameo or two. Our Inquisitor might as well. Harding and Varric will make an appearance because they're currently in a comic that's being released right now called The Missing, which takes place right before Dreadwolf, I think, if I remember correctly. Who else is into Vinter? I really can't remember.
What is this?
Oh.
A new book? All this shit is weird. Oh, Varric, that is a terrible title. What are you even thinking?
It's so cute. I love this part where she starts reading this book.
The sky churned like a rolling sea on a dark and stormy night, centered on a gaping hole that led to the arse end of nowhere. A hole that spit up many things that day, comets, demons, and a whole lot of trouble. It's about the Inquisition.
Varric is an author, so during your conversation with Varric, you could talk about writing a book about the Inquisition. And he says, maybe I'll call it All This Shit Is Weird.
The din of the tavern cut the silence like it owed the Carter money. In the middle, in her element, Red Jenny. She looked me up and down, mostly down. Not playing, weirdy, she said, gesturing with and dismissively eating a sandwich. Don't write that. Seriously, piss up a rope. Sarah made the subtext text, which suited me fine.
Her accent for Sarah, I can't. So we're getting to hear like bits and pieces of what Varric wrote.
The court enchanter swirled into the room like a drop of beautiful poison spreading in a wine glass. She sized me up with a glance. I'm so glad you made it, my dear, she said. I am Madame de Fair, the most terrifying person you shall ever meet.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. This is so funny.
Leliane enfolded Alphonse in an embrace as warm as a serpent's kiss. I always knew I could count on your support. The Count did not feel the bite of her poisoned dart until it was too late. Even if it requires your death.
Why is she talking like that? I love This is like the nice like blooper stuff. Not blooper stuff, but like the nice little...
Drops of rain glistened on the griffin medallion grasped tightly in Blackwall's hand. The silverite wings of valor. They mean nothing. He flung the medal to the cold and uncaring ground. You don't know what I've done. You don't know me. So romantic.
God, Cassandra. I want to read this book, to be honest. I just want to know.
Cole moved like a shadow that also moved like a knife. A shadow wearing a hat where dreams came to die. It's a riddle, he whispered. A cold riddle that gnaws at your mind, but you'll feel better when it's gone. That makes as much sense as anything Cole says.
True. True.
Do you place your herald above the law, Ambassador? Whose law, my lady? Josephine's eyes glittered like angry opals. The law destroyed by rebellion, by civil war, by poor fiscal management. We are the law. We left our mark on adamant, but the dust hadn't settled, and neither had Harding. I can offer you a drink, if I catch your meaning.
If you'd caught my meaning, you'd have offered a double.
What is even happening here?
If a book doesn't have a "what is even happening here" moment, is it really a book?
The Iron Bull was a great slab of muscle with horns that could hang a tapestry. One eye scanned for threats, while the other hid behind an eye patch like a chantry sister's old sins. Come on, he barked, not looking back as he entered. The dancer with the great rack comes on in 5. That is spot on, actually.
Yo.
The commander had the look of a Templar who had seen the worst of humanity, yet still had the time to style his hair. This isn't just a war, he said, his gaze steely like a dull blade. It's the only war. Cullen! That's Cullen! The mage wore a class of handsome sneer cultivated by 1,000 years of Tevinter elitism. The name's Dorian, he glared. Dorian. Spell it right, you marble-headed lump, or it's toad time. A toad? That's hardly credible.
Not credible at all. Have you talked to Dorian?
The bold elf spun, mage staff crackling like the city after a good man's murder. You're crazy, the Red Templar cried in terror. Moonlight glinted off ears like the knives you never see coming. Better to fade out than burn away. Ugh, Varric. Wait, where am I? I don't... Oh, here it is. The Seeker clutched at my vest, her tears as desperate as they were pitiful. Varric, I was wrong about everything, she sobbed. Could you find it in your noble heart to forgive me? That dwarf, he put me in the book! I'm in the book! I am reading the shit out of this!
To all of you who played Dragon Age Inquisition, who laughed, cried, and reached out on social media, who made fan art and comic and cosplays and jokes, thank you. Dragon Age Inquisition was a labor of love. Without you, it would have never been possible. Your support and your passion touched us deeply. We hope that in some small way this game touched you as well. Bear your blade and raise it high, the Dragon Age team. It'll fade in a second, I think. Yep. That's it. I think it'll take us back to Skyhold, I think. Or it'll just take it to the main screen, yeah. That's it. We did it. It's done. We beat Dragon Age. What was our final time? Almost 90 hours. Yeah, roughly. Almost 90 hours. Almost 90. That was it. We did it. We beat the game. That's truly all I had for y'all too. We were just gonna beat it today. So, yep, that's all I got. That is all I have for you, lovely, lovely people. We beat the game. We beat it. Sorry, my headphones are kind of hurting my head there. We did it. We beat the game. So next big game we're gonna play is Final Fantasy IX, which is my favorite Final Fantasy of all time. I love it
so much. We're gonna play that. I will have to read a lot in that one because it is the last Final Fantasy that does not have voice acting in it. So 10 was the one where they did full voice acting. Or partial voice acting. I really don't remember how much. I don't. Did they fully voice? I don't remember. But Final Fantasy 9 is a game where like, hold on, I have like an actual physical copy of this game. But Final Fantasy 9 is a PlayStation 1 game. It is glorious, but it has multiple CDs. So I think it has 4 CDs total, is what it is. I think. Yeah. Yeah. 4 CDs. Yeah. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's 4 CDs. Yeah. So we're gonna play that. Except I'm gonna get a digital version of it because I'm not. They have it on Steam, but they also have it on Switch, so I could emulate from my Switch if I wanted to. But I think I'm just gonna get it on my Steam account. But I'm trying to wait until I have a job before I do that. So, I don't know if we'll start Final Fantasy 9 next week. Maybe we'll see. If anything, I'll just play Stardew Valley for a hot minute. I'm sure no one has any problems with that. Yeah, so I'll probably, depending on how the morning goes, I might stream a little bit of Stardew Valley in the morning. If I can sleep well. I haven't slept well the past couple of nights. I've had really bad anxiety. But yes, we will be playing. Our next big game is Final Fantasy 9. I'm not good at that game at all. At all. I'm not going to be going and getting all the ultimate weapons or anything like that. I'm really just probably going to just replay the story because I really like it. But yeah. That's all I have, friends. I appreciate you all hanging out with me. You're all beautiful and wonderful, amazing people. And I appreciate you hanging out with me for the time that you did. Hopefully, I will see you all tomorrow if I wake up on time and if I can actually sleep. But I think I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to read a book and go to bed. I think. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here for our journey through Dragon Age. For Solana, for Hawk, for also for Artemis. So, we had a lot of fun. We went through some crazy adventures. I'm excited for Dreadwolf when that comes out because we'll definitely be playing that. But I will see all of you later. Hope you have a good night, and I hope tomorrow is a great start to your weekend. I'll see y'all later. I really wish that they would make all of the books Varric writes because honestly, I'd read all of them. Like, I have Heart in Hightown, but I want Sword and Shields. That just sounds like a great time. Okay, I'm gonna go read a real book now. Okay, bye.